Performance management is a key competency for any manager. Now, why does a company give you the designation of an executive or a manager? Because the fundamental objective is that the company wants you to perform. So performance management is a critical area for the success of any manager. However, have we been able to give concentrated focus on this competency of performance management? Usually, no. Now, we have approached it piecemeal. Most of the organizations approach it piecemeal. Let's do some training on emotional intelligence. Let's do some training on organizing and planning. So these are all differentiated focuses on performance management. The company hopes that somehow indirectly, if you enhance organizing skills, if you enhance emotional intelligence, if you enhance strategy or strategizing capability, performance will be affected. But performance is usually not addressed in an integrated fashion. And this, I think, is a blind spot. Now, we need to address performance management in its integrity, as an integrated entity. So when we address performance management as an integrated entity, what do we need to focus on? What are the key elements of performance management? The key elements of performance management would essentially include, number one, identification of key performance areas. For example, for a plant head, what would be the key performance areas? The key performance areas would be safety, or operational excellence, or quality, or plant utility, or even human resources. Now, what are these? These are areas or key performance areas for a plant manager. Now, just identifying key performance areas is insufficient. Now, if we need to manage performance in each of these areas, we should be able to divide, or we should be able to identify key performance indicators in each of these key performance areas, so that we are able to measure what is performance, what is the distinction between superior performance and mediocre performance. That can only happen if we have key performance indicators per key performance area. Now, moving forward, these are the key performance areas and the key performance indicators. What are the enablers of performance? We have not addressed that. Now, in order to identify the enablers of performance, we need to do a success and failure analysis of different managers in different contexts and in different organizations. When we actually do that, we identify certain determinants of performance. Now, what are the key determinants? The most important determinant is competency. If we have not addressed competency, we cannot address performance. Number two, a usually overlooked area is that of process and systems. You may be extremely competent. If you don't have processes and systems to back you up, still performance would get affected. The third critical area is that of strategy, the plan of action to achieve in the key performance area. If this has not been formulated, the competency would go waste. The system would remain unutilized or underutilized. And the fourth critical area, which is a direct impactor on performance, is that of talent. Have we been able to manage or propel or focus the talent towards the key performance areas? If yes, performance will result or ensue. If no, our endeavor to manage performance will fail.